A top Iranian official has told local media the country is shutting down its so-called morality police after 2 months of nationwide protests.
A highly controversial task force was tasked with enforcing the country's strict Islamic dress code. The decision comes after 22-year-old Masha Amini died in the custody of the morality police earlier this year. She was detained for allegedly wearing her hijab improperly, according to government standards. Her death sparked months of protests on a global scale. CBS News senior correspondent Holly Williams has more. And we want to warn you, some viewers will find these images distressing.
Iran's morality police are hated by many. In social media videos, they're seen enforcing conservative Islamic dress codes imposed on women, including a compulsory head covering. They were the ones who arrested 22-year-old Mahsa Amini in September for the crime of not covering enough of her hair. The authorities say she died of a heart attack in custody, but many in Iran believe she was beaten or tortured by the morality police. Her death has sparked unprecedented protests, answered with violence by Iran's hardline leaders. More than 400 have been killed, according to some reports, though we cannot confirm that. Woman, life, freedom is their chant, a movement demanding women's rights with women leading the way. Some have publicly, symbolically burned their headscarves. Others now walk the streets, defiantly showing their hair.
We've seen the extraordinary courage of Iranian young people, especially women.
On Face the Nation on Sunday, the Secretary of State was cautiously optimistic about possible changes to Iran's strict enforcement of Islamic dress.
That could be a positive thing, but we have to see how it actually plays out in practice and what the Iranian people think. This is about them, and it's up to them.
To be clear, this is only coming from one official in Iran, and it's being treated with a lot of skepticism. Also, what the protesters are demanding is bigger than this one issue, and it seems unlikely they'll now decide to leave the streets and quietly go home. Lilia and Vlad.
Holly Williams, thank you. Let's now bring in Professor Eric Lob for more on this. He's an associate professor of politics and international relations at Florida International University. Professor Lob, it's good to see you again. I mean, look, I've been receiving messages from people, Iranian friends online, who say, look, not so quickly. We're not sure that this is accurate. And the reality is it's only been confirmed by a single Iranian official. Is it fair to question the validity of the announcement that the morality police is done?
I think it's certainly fair to question the announcement. As you said, this was announced on Saturday by a single official, the Attorney General, Mohammad Javad, and it has not permeated to the other branches of government or even to state media. So it's entirely valid to question this, whether it signals that there's divisions among the ruling elite in terms of how to move forward with the protests, whether to rely more on coercion or on concession, and whether the Islamic Republic in the end will walk this back and to not appear weak before the protesters and giving in to their demands.
So how significant, then, is this development, and what could it potentially mean for protesters moving forward if it turns out to be accurate?
Well, if it turns out to be accurate, it is a significant symbolic concession. This, after all, does go to the heart of the ideology and identity of the Islamic Republic. Since 1979, it's had in different iterations a morality police, and particularly if it's coupled with a repeal of the hijab law, which the Attorney General and the judiciary does have the authority to do, and they're currently looking at. This would be a major symbolic step. But substantively, it does not really, while it may get at the root or at the trigger of the protest, it doesn't really get to the broader political, social, and economic demands that the protesters and activists have. And it may also be seen by them as too little too late, as they've been protesting now for 3 months, and as we have hundreds of people killed and thousands more arrested, detained, and ostensibly tortured.
But Professor, I mean, one thing that I'm thinking about is the amount of beatings and the harsh sentences that we have seen since these protests began. One thing is maybe they do get rid of the morality police, but I have two thoughts. One is it possible that they're just going to pass on those responsibilities to the regular police, to somebody else, and not call it morality police? And are protesters still facing those, harsh sentences and consequences for protesting?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And as a matter of fact, during the last 3 months of the protests, the morality police have not had much of, if at all, a visible presence. This has really been, the crackdown has largely been undertaken by parallel security institutions, namely the besieged militia of young men. And so even if the morality police were disbanded, you would still have institutions like the besieged that would continue to crack down on the protesters, that would continue to enforce social restrictions of the hijab and other issues. And so protesters, activists, and other citizens, they would have a right to be skeptical of even a disbandment of the morality police not going far enough to address their grievances politically, socially, and economically, and even for those who are calling for regime change and an overhaul of the entire system.
Wow. All right. Yeah. At the end of the day, what you're seeing on the streets is people that have had enough. They're fed up with what's been happening in Iran. The question, of course, is will it actually change anything in the future? We'll be watching. Professor Lob, thank you as always, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.